Hi anybody, I'm Luppi and we are playing some more Mario Minecraft. It has been a while since we've delved into this wonderful, wonderful little Minecraft world, and I've had some wonderful, hopefully wonderful commentary for you guys. Things have happened. Not like in a bad or dramatic way, just like every week when it's about time to record, it's just things just were scheduled bad or just happened. So what I want to do actually, instead of jumping right back into our ongoing, ungodly amount of ongoing project, what I want to do is actually shift gears and do a different project. Because it's been on my mind the entire time, so yeah, I don't know. It's been a while. It's been a while. Like what, three or 4 weeks? It's been a long hot minute. And at first it was just, I had some things that happened that caused us uploads to slow down or stop, and some family stuff multiple weeks in a row. Like last week it was a birthday. The week before was something else. I think it was just a visit. I think it was just a short little visit that still threw me off. And then the week before that I went with my sister to see some stuff local, like the art fair and some other things, like a local church's rummage sale, of which I gave her money. I don't keep money on me, like, or at least I don't usually plan to. It's not like I've got like 20s or more. What? Oh, okay. So, I did have enough money so she could get some books, so that was nice. It appears... Okay, that's just how we're gonna do it. Okay. And I don't know how much we're gonna get all done in whatever, because, I don't know what we're gonna be carrying with us. We're not gonna need that where we're going. I know that for sure. So we're gonna see what kind of supplies we've got in here. We're gonna go back to the ship. See what kind of supplies we got there. Is it just me, or am I seeing, like, lines everywhere? It's just me. It's probably just me. I'm just seeing lines I didn't see before. Or maybe they were always there and I just don't pay attention. I don't know. We got a lot of dirt, though. That is beautiful. We're gonna need a lot of dirt. We're also gonna want a lot of wood. So that's probably why we're gonna go back up to the ship. Do we have any... What am I thinking? I mean, buckets would be nice. Buckets are always nice. And then... I don't know if I want to... We got so many, though. Why not? Why not bring random trees? And seeds. That's always good. We can bring other plants as we need to later. But for now... We'll bring wood in this form. Heck yeah. Beautiful. And heck yeah, dirt. I'll take that. I will take all of that dirt. So at this point, honestly, I don't think we even need to go back up to that. I think we can be okay just going back to the main ship and then going to the end. That's what I want to do. I want to go to the end. I want to build a nice cozy island. I know that's kind of a silly idea, but I've been thinking about it. I don't know, I've just been thinking about a lot of dumb ways to play Minecraft. And that might just be because we've been in a rut. We've been working on this netherization of this landscape for a long time. A ridiculously long time. And while I appreciate the chance, the opportunity to fulfill and see and bring to what am I trying to say here? To realize a long-term project. At the same time, it does kind of start to wear on you, and you need to do something different. We need to do something different. So we will come back to this next week or the week after, whenever we've achieved a homestead in the end. Which I know is going to be really dumb and won't work because the stilt guys will just steal everything, but you know what? We'll make it work. We'll try our best. We'll see how it goes. Worst case scenario is we fail completely. It is kind of nice seeing all the Mario stuff in Minecraft, though. After playing a few weeks of that Bigfoot Minecraft, that's something we have to also talk about. Bigfoot Minecraft, in whether or not we're going to continue that in the future. The answer may surprise you. Maybe it won't. But, yeah, I'm just kind of all over the place. I should have wrote kind of like a list of things we need to cover. Is that Koopa naked? Yes. Why is there just one naked Koopa? And why is he just standing? I understand, gameplay wise, he can't eat when he's up there, can he? The way his like sprite works or whatever. But it was a very stunning image. Just seeing a naked Koopa just standing above everybody else. Very interesting. That's TNT. That's also kind of interesting. What am I looking for? We're looking for stone. We are running out of stone. What have I used it? Making tools and crap, yeah. Mining the nether. Okay. Do we got a lot of things? We got a bucket. We've got dirt. And we may need more. We should probably grab more carrots, actually. Of which we do have quite a bit. Okay. I think that's good. Because you never know. We could unfortunately pass away and lose everything. Wouldn't that be funny? That would be terrible. My heart breaketh. That's what I just quit without saving, and we just do it all over again. Cut. Start scene. Yeah, that's how we do that. I don't remember. Where is our thing? It's over here, isn't it? I don't actually know. Where's our... Yeah, I see a line. Is that it? Wrong line I saw, but you know, it's fair enough. It's good enough. Man, you'd think we also need to turn this into a proper way down. We need to make a proper walkway to our end portal. Because this is just dumb. Okay. That's, I don't know, like, it's funny to me because this is just giving me like Majora's Mask entering Termina vibes. But imagine if you were from the Mario universe, looking into this, seeing this as as the horrific thing of eldritch knowledge that it is. Wait, what's in here? Nothing? Free chest. Okay, let's let us go to the end island. I do appreciate that it's still got the Bowser Final Fight music from Super Mario 64. Oh boy. How do I swim? That's not how we swim. There we go. Let me in. Still can't believe I just didn't think that we could throw an ender pearl into that and go in. I can't believe I made us die. I thought I was trapped in here. What a dumb way to be. Okay, so where the heck? There's the end ship. I want to make an island like here. I think that would be really cool. We're starving, but that's fine. That's not how we do that. Okay, that is a little bit better. And we're just gonna turn... Nope, a little too much. A little too many. Give me these, and then... And I am crouched. Good, good, good. The real question is, what do we sacrifice in order to do this up a little better? Because I feel like dirt is kind of a precious resource here. And stone is kind of a precious resource for me because I don't want to mine more than I have to. Of course, we could just get more... I don't know, and I also don't want to waste too much of the end stone because even though there's a lot of it to make this huge island, I would like to keep mining some of that for my own personal garden back in the overworld. So I don't know. I'm kind of mixed feelings about the whole thing. And also, how far can we go out? And how far is too far? I suppose, like all things in life, you never know how far is too far until you've gone too far. Until you're left empty with regrets. Surrounded by broken things. If only you would have stopped when you were ahead. Or when you were behind, before you let your emotions get the best of you. Man, I am definitely one of those people, though, that needs to heed that kind of advice. I don't mean to, but sometimes you just end up, like, emotionally... not really overcharged, but, like... some sort of overness, you know? And then it's just really hard to process and do anything. It might be good to make a third one and have some things set up so we don't fall. I feel like that would be a great idea. At this point, though, okay, as long as we get stone out, I don't care. And I'm still crouched, right? This isn't... Yeah, I'm crouched. Okay. As long as I'm not about to perish horribly. Actually, you know what we can do? Okay, gotta be a little careful. Gotta be a little mindful of what we're doing. What we can do, so this won't be total defeat, and why it's smart to have grabbed the chest, is anything we're not currently using, we can stash in that, and we can stave off the despair of having lost everything once we plummet into the abyss. Oh, I wanted another thing of wood. I don't know how many, so we're just gonna do that. We're gonna try really hard not to fall into the abyss. We're gonna appreciate the Super Mario soundtrack. It's been a while. I'm appreciating it. I love it. One hand, like, definitely have heard it way too much in my life, but I appreciate it. So yeah, I've been all over the place the past few weeks. I did go to an art fair, local art fair. That was nice. I used to go all the time with my younger sister and my mom. And I did go, was it last year? I went with my mom. It was something like that, yeah. And that was nice. I enjoyed that a lot. It's nice to get out. It's nice to see what other people do. Like, I love art, so it's just nice to see what other people are making. It's very inspirational to see other people's works. But, that did eat up a lot of the time that weekend. And when I got the message from my sister, she's like, "Hey, you wanna hang out and see this thing?" And it's like, okay. And when I saw the text, I was like, I don't have enough time this weekend. We're not gonna get everything done. And I was like, you know what? That's okay. Family is important. So yeah, that was my kind of thinking that week. And then the week after was another thing. One side thing I will say though, and I remember this vividly because I texted my sister after we got back when I noticed, watch out for ticks. They've been really, or at least where I live, they've been super bad this year. Like, I don't go outside much, so I usually don't have to deal with them. And I still don't go outside much, but I've still managed to see 2 ticks on myself this year. One of which did manage to bite me, which sucks. As far as I know, I haven't come down with any diseases. I haven't had any rash around the bite site. And it wasn't like it was embedded. It was just like I noticed it. So it bit me when I was trying to take it off me. And it took out a chunk of me. That's not cool, little tick boy or girl, whichever one you are. But yeah, I stuffed both of the ones I found in an empty glass container and just let them like shrivel up. A little mean, but like they're ticks. They deserve far worse. If you've ever seen an animal infested with ticks, like, yeah, you're a literal parasite. You deserve far worse. You don't get to complain. This is not a place where we will hear your complaints. I don't know, how far out does it make sense to go? I guess it depends how big we're making this island, I guess. If we do it too big, it stops being cozy. Gosh darn it. I'm not even gonna break that. We're just gonna accept it for what it is. And then, yeah, so I saw a tick on myself after getting back from the art fair, and I'm pretty sure that's just like, it has a lot of tree cover, and I'm sure I just walked into a tree branch and knocked one off onto myself. And then I don't know where the second one came from. I guess it was probably just in the yard and got on me while I was playing with the dog or something. And honestly, that might be where the other one came too. Like maybe that's what it's always been about for the ticks, you know? Luppi gets a little bit careless and then they can come out and play. Okay, so we reached the edge of the world. This is the edge of the world? Oh, wait. Yeah. Or is it just because I'm crouched? Yeah, that's the edge of the world. We are not allowed to go any further. Dang, that's small. Darn. Well, at the same time, that's not the worst thing. Kind of wonder if it'd be that. I wonder if it'd be the same in every direction as well, though. Not that we're gonna build bridges out and about, but, you know, I kind of wonder if we were to make a bridge and an island on this side. Or in the back here, like, would that... Like, if we did one... Like, in here, where it's a little more... I don't know. Maybe we made the wrong choice and where to build our... and where to build our little house. Dang. Well, you know, there are remedies for that. I don't like them, but there are remedies for that. Cool. Oh yeah, we need sticks first. Duh. I mean, look, that's good. And then this is gonna be a very different kind of situation here. All right. Oh, we should have made a stone axe as well. And you know what? We really should have just... I don't know. Because we're going to lose a lot of stone. We're going to lose a lot of stone and wood by doing this. That's my thing. And it's not like it matters too much. I guess we could shorten the bridge and then... just acknowledge that this is the edge of the world. I don't know. I guess it's gonna depend. How much stone do we lose as we mine it back, right? So we're not losing anything. Well, that's gone. Or did we? Yeah. Okay. We're grabbing it. We know what we're doing. That's gone. Okay. I thought we knew what we were doing. Come on. There we go. This is making me feel bad. This is making me feel bad. No. So what we really... And honestly, my feelings are if we need to make another island, we can. But I'm just pulling away from the edge of the world. And we're gonna just change the shape of this, I guess. A little bit. So it's not so... Dang. Dang, dang, dang. How frustrating. Okay. And how's that? Okay, so we can just get away with. And then we're just gonna. Did I hear a laugh? Did they add a laugh to the boo whatevers? Gosh darn it me. Why would you do that to myself? Okay. I'm not a fan of this at all. Well, it's fine, right? We can build stuff. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna keep telling myself it's fine. We're gonna grab more stone. And honestly, if I was smart, we would have... Oh, there's a lot of things I'd do differently if I was... Because we should have built it from the bottom. That's the way we should have done it. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, honestly... Wait. Okay, we ran out, that's why. Duh. I don't really hate this. Honestly, we can probably extend it a bit more, like that. So this is what, 5? Yeah, okay. Right, that makes our beautiful 5, and then we do this. And then once again, breaking my heart. Oh hey, I came back. Hooray. And what about you, Bridge? Let's see. At least wood is renewable, so it's not like it's a big dumb thing if we lose it all. But still, a bit heartbreaking. A little unfortunate. That one flew away from us. That was not happy. Oh no. Okay. So it goes. But yeah, I went to an art show, and that was nice. My parents were like, hey, do you need money to buy stuff? And it's like, I don't have a place to put real art made by people that I have to treat with respect. I'm not interested in buying other people's art. Maybe someday, if I had my own space and it wasn't being threatened by nosy cats and a hyperactive, not trained dog. But for now, no. No. I just feel bad. And on one hand, it doesn't really matter because it's like, well, they've already got your money. Why do you care? And it's like, yeah, but it's kind of about the principle of things in some ways. You know, it's about the principle of things, I would say. Okay. Not the worst shape. I can accept this. It's fine. It's okay. This is... It's something. Now it's just, setting this stuff up so it doesn't feel so flat and terrible. Also, we're gonna need a lot more stone. I did underestimate how much stone I would need. Okay. And then Hmm. Okay. What I do want to do real quick, so I don't forget. Mine some end stone, so it's not like we're trapped down there while we're goofing. Stick it in here, you know, just in case. And we cannot. Okay. Okay, so that is literally the last spot. Gotcha. Okay. We're crouched. And then, what happened last week? Did I mention that? It wasn't, oh yeah, the birthday party, and also some of the Animal Crossing videos I had made and was gonna upload were corrupted somehow in the exporting process. So I had to re-export them, which for the city folk ones would be no problem. Like that's just like what? Half an hour for like an hour and a half, if that. Like 40 minutes for anything that's a bit longer. But no, it was the New Leaf ones, and those take like 5 hours for every 2 hours of footage. So it sucked. That's what massively swung my plans for that weekend off the rails, unfortunately. So yeah, that's what I went through. Not quite panic. At a certain point, it's just like anger, frustration. Very much a like, why is this happening to me? What have I done? What have I done to earn such ire from you, higher power? But yeah, it's fine. You know, you live, you learn, you make do, right? So yeah, and it wouldn't be such an issue if I was more on top of things, but like when it takes 5 hours to export a video and you're trying to make sure you're having them done every day, like, I don't know, it does require a lot of time management and balance, and that's not a skill that I have. Unfortunately. It's one you think I would have at this point, but nope, not at all. But yeah. And like, usually, it's not an issue because you don't experience things like that. That is the first time I've seen videos fail in such a way. And I honestly don't have an explanation why that happened. I mean, I'm sure I could if I thought about it a little harder. But I legitimately don't know why the videos I exported prior to that weekend, for that weekend, were like corrupted. And like I did spend and I guess too, like I wasted part of the weekend trying to figure out what was going on. Like I thought it was just like the internet was crashing, and then it's like no, it's literally just these videos for whatever reason. But it took me a little too long to figure that out. A little too frustratingly long. So that sucks. And I did re-export them and they were fine then, so like, I don't know. It's probably just a one-off thing. Maybe it's just a thing where like, if the program's on too long, it gets weird. I know that I have computers like that, so you know, I'm just kind of used to it with the old Macs being temperamental. And maybe that's all it was. It's just a temperamental thing now. We're still using Wondershare for more 9 on a 2013 iMac, so, you know, at some point we're gonna have to upgrade. Like, what is Wondershare for more on? Like 14 at this point? Although, like, at what point did they add the AI stuff? Because I'd like to use a version that doesn't... I'll buy an iMac specifically that can use a version of Filmora that doesn't have the AI garbage in it. I know some people will swear by it, but, like, I don't know, man. I'm stupid enough alone, and I'm more than capable of making horrible mistakes myself. I don't need an algorithm to do that for me. I don't need to outsource stupidity. It's depending on how you feel is either a good attitude or a bad attitude. I don't know, man. I'm just here doing stuff. Doing my best. Even if it doesn't feel like it some days. It doesn't feel like it often, but you know, when it does feel like it, it's fine. So yeah, a birthday, and so that's why the birthday party affected the uploads too, because I had gotten everything kind of fixed up and basically uploaded other than the Minecraft stuff. And it was like 6 in the morning, a day where I have to like still go to bed and then wake up and be presentable for a family member's birthday. And that would not happen if I'd have to spend another 2 hours like recording Minecraft and then spend the time, you know, transferring the video over and editing the video and then going to bed. Hopefully while videos are exporting, and then I don't know. I could have done it, but it would have been hell. And it would not have been a very fun video for anyone, I feel. And I know the last few videos we've recorded and I was tired and almost falling asleep. But I feel like this would have been one where like it just wouldn't have been fun. It would be very clear that I'm not having fun. Because right now I'm talking about stuff and you know, I'm also recording this way late because again, I'm very bad at time management. But I'm awake, I'm alert. We haven't yawned. Wait until we're at another 20 minutes and then we'll just start yawning uncontrollably. Oh, we went way out. Okay. You know what? Why not? Why not? We'll allow it. We'll change the way this island looks. Just for me. Just for me being like this. Yeah, yeah. And then we will try to get back to the size we're expecting, the shape we're expecting. That about that? I think so. I think that's... There we go. Cool, cool. That one's still really tall. There we go. So our interior is kind of shaping up. Okay. Although I wouldn't mind digging a little bit more. Just to get to the... Okay, so this is the last bit. I wouldn't mind having another little bit that we do underneath this bit to make it even smaller. So we have like a chunk of this that's just stone. And then we have a chunk of this that's like even more stone underneath. Oh well. Yeah, we're gonna need a crap ton of stone. Which I should have, I didn't really know how big I was gonna make this. This is a bit bigger than my plans were. But honestly, it may not be big enough for what I envisioned it, so we'll see. That's how it always goes, isn't it? It's never quite the way you picture it. That is the beautiful thing about projects, though. They take on a life of their own. Which, as long as that doesn't cause you to miss a deadline, then that's fine. Like, you definitely get a lot of cool things if you just kind of let stuff evolve naturally, creativity-wise. Okay, cool. And that's all the stone we had. I feel like we do have more in the chest, though we might also go back and see if we can't grab more. And then also, I wouldn't mind seeing if we can't mine a little tunnel and get to one of those ledges. And then building another thing and just making another little bit. Because that's going to look kind of gross as floating there. It's kind of par for the course for the end, I feel. But it's also kind of like a little unnecessary, a little gross. Okay, that was all the stone we had. Alrighty then. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. And then what else are we gonna want to do? Yeah, we're gonna need more stone. And I mean, we could just mine Edstone and fill that up. We could literally, or we could cover the entire exterior. That's kind of what I was thinking we'd. Okay. I mean, it's not like we have to go back. Because we do have a lot of stone. Here. Okay. That's an idea. I don't know, like, I did kind of like the idea of it being, it's fine either way. It's fine either way. We can fill it up with end stone. I don't care. We only have so much cobblestone, you know. We gotta, you know, be smarter. I don't know, man. I'm waffling on this. Do I do it the way I want to do it? Or do I do it another way that's also the way I want to do it? Which one fits my vision more? Like, I do kind of really like the idea of having a totally alien cozy cottage in the end. That is very appealing to me. So we may just grab more stone. We'll grab all the stone and then we'll regret it later. Come on. Hooray. And then where is my portal? And also, where's my spawn point? I didn't sleep in my bed. So wherever we end up, you know. Cool. Oh, hey, we're in this bed. Beautiful. What time is it? It is still daytime. And we have a piece of cobblestone here. We have no stone there. Although, maybe we should grab bucket? For luck. And then, if we had a stone axe, I would grab that as well. Okay, so now, is there anything? I feel like that's just plant stuff, but I'm gonna check the one chest that had random garbage. Then we'll check the flying ship. We'll go back to our ship, grab all the stone we can off of it. Nope, not you. Nothing good. I mean, there's tons of good stuff. It's just, it's not what we need now. Okay. But yeah, I was really disappointed because I really wanted to play Minecraft, some Mario Minecraft last week. So I'm glad we're getting into it today, this week, this time, whatever, however it's gonna be. You never know. You never know how things are gonna be until they're done, and they've been. That's kind of the perverse thing about life. You never know how it's gonna be until it's done. And even then, it can be exactly as you expected it and still be disappointing. Still be not quite right. Such a weird way things are. One Piece has been pretty crazy good like the last few weeks though, so that's been pretty cool. I've been pretty hyped about that. Heck yeah. I don't know if this is spoilers, but a lot of Rock Pirates lore has been dropped, so that's neat. Gotta appreciate it when we're getting lore about characters. I don't know, like with the last two arcs, it's like it's hilarious to go from we're getting lore from characters who were introduced in chapter like in the 200s of a series that's above 1,000 chapters, and then we're also getting lore for characters that were introduced like 200 chapters ago. Heck yeah. The lore piece agenda keeps moving on. I'm not an agenda poster though. Like I can laugh at that Spruce. I don't want Spruce. Get Spruce out of here. We'll take more of the dark oak though. Heck yeah. And I'll take more dirt. Since you got it, I'll take it. Why do we even have so much dirt here? Why are we storing so much dirt here? And I mean, it's not that much, but still, it's a fair amount. Probably just from like, while we're doing this garbage, you know? Just kind of straighten things up. I don't know. And part of the issue too, like this entire past month was literally just, I really suck, like painfully suck playing Wolf for Smash Bros. So this past month when I was playing him, I was suffering. Like it took, like Crom and Richter both took like twice as long for me to get their required fights in for the months I played them. Wolf took like 4 to 6 times longer. That's how bad I suck with him. So I was losing my mind. I had the clam knife ready. I was going to stab myself to death. Like not really, but like it's there on my table, beckoning. But I would never do that. I'm aware that like you can never take that action back. No matter how it goes, you can never take the clam knife back. I say, having taken it apart to take the safety off it. It's now not just for shucking clams, buddies. It is a weapon. Pointless and small, but a weapon nonetheless. So yeah. That's my unhinged statement about how maining Wolf for a month brought me to the end of my sanity and made me contemplate a form of violence I have not contemplated against myself since I was like a teenager. You know, it's weird when I look back at my life, it's really weird that like just how emotionally stable I was when I was on the epilepsy medication, because it was not a good place. But I think it was like just how hard I disassociated because of the epilepsy medication like affecting my brain. Made it very easy to disassociate from the entire thing. And thus, like in hindsight, like I got out of that kind of unscathed. Hilariously enough. But I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. I hope I'm not horrifying you guys. Like, I feel like talking about inflicting violence on yourself is really... It's trauma dumping, isn't it? This is not a good topic for just mixed company. For people who are of all walks of life. Like, you don't need to hear that while we're just goofing off playing Minecraft. I will take one of you. Boop. But this isn't really like a I hurt myself kind of thing when I'm stressed. This isn't a cry for help. This is just a statement of like, I really was losing my mind playing Wolf. And I hope there are no other... And I say that knowing he's a spacey. We still got Falco and Fox to go through. Hopefully they're a lot more fair and fun. I did not have fun while playing as Wolf. I mean, some points, yeah. Like... Okay. Wolf is interesting because he's really... He's both like kind of sloppy, but also really specific in certain moves. So it's kind of hard for me as someone who's like very not good at timing, very not paying attention, very stupid and slow to react. Like I missed a lot of his inputs constantly. And I knew I was doing that. So that just made me feel bad about playing as him. But also like, when he does something cool, when you manage to get Wolf to do something really cool, like, it's really cool. Like, if you manage to kick someone, like, 3 times off the stage, or not 3 times off the stage, you manage to kick someone off the stage, and then follow them and kick them twice in the air, that's hilarious. That's awesome. If you manage to, like, do his side B slash thing, and, like, it doesn't even, if you KO someone with that, that's awesome, too. Like, when you get the big old, like, the giant 3 slash marks, like, that's cool. It is really hard to do stuff like that, though. I'm really bad at lighting things up. I'm not a golf man. I'm not a tennis man. I'm not a math man. I don't have the innate sense of, like, trigonometry and geometry that some of these human beings do, so... I don't know. I'm just a guy living my life. Completely incapable of like any sort of practical application of any sort of concept that people have invented. I just completely lack it, you know? But we're done. We're done with Wolf, so... And we're playing Amiibo. Because I need to get back to the point where I have a buffer. Because that's part of the thing, like... Time that I would have been using to do other stuff, like... Editing Animal Crossing videos, or recording Mario or Luigi or Minecraft videos, was also being eaten up by playing Wolf. So that was another big issue. So just, like, losing time, having to deal with Wolf, having family things keep popping up, and then having things like videos that are corrupted. I mean, it was just a perfect storm of, yeah, we're gonna have to let a few things slide for a few weeks. And thankfully, we didn't let Animal Crossing slide, because if I ever reach the point where, like, I miss an Animal Crossing upload, I'm just gonna give up. Not that I love Animal Crossing that much, it's just it's such an easy thing to have set up. Especially when you have videos set up before, when you should have had them edited and uploaded long ago. I wish I was more on top of things. Someday I will no longer... Someday I believe I won't have hard drives full of unedited videos. Until that day, though, we're just gonna look at random hard drives and just cry. Someday, though. And we do have a crap ton of stone now, so that's beautiful. You're mad at me. Don't be mad. I didn't even look at you. I don't have anything you want. Leave me the heck alone, please. Did we ever fill that one bucket with water? No, we did not. Of course. Why not? Are you still upset? I want to be attacked. I'm gonna get really mad if somebody starts attacking me. Hey, that's my house. That's my house. Stay away from it. And then we want to be... Okay. And I feel like it's going to be fine, but it may not be. So we're just going to be careful. We're going to fill in this area. We're going to think, thank goodness it's good to be back, but at the same time, like, man, I forgot how long it takes to do anything. I say inching slowly forward. Okay. Oh yeah, hopefully we can, now that we're not playing Wolf, I'm doing amiibo fights this month in Smash Bros. Just because somebody made a comment that they kind of missed that I did it. And it's like, you know, it is significantly easier when we don't have like an hour worth of, when we're not having an hour of just trying to get one fight perfect, just trying to get through one other fighter. Like, it does make it go by a lot easier. So we will be doing amiibo training, at least for August. I don't know if it will continue in September. We'll see. I guess it'll kind of depend how it lines up. Like, if we end up having trained our new squad of 3 more amiibo fighters, and we have a lot of videos, but we're not, like, grossly ending up in September, then that's fine. If we train our 3 guys, and then we end up with a lot of content, then I might just continue into September. It's gonna depend. It's definitely gonna be like a vibes kind of feel. Because it is nice to do something a little different. We've been doing the no distractions one-on-one fights pretty consistently since what, 2000 and something, like 2022, like the last 2 or 3 years, right? Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a hot minute of, I say a hot minute, it's been an eternity of that, so. It is definitely nice to have a little change of pace. I appreciate it. I'm appreciating it. And also, I don't want to hear any comments about, you know, playing with items on or doing this or that. Like, I'm not training these things so they can compete in tournaments. I'm just doing it because I have them and I think it's fun. And it's a neat little dumb thing you can do with Smash Bros. Ultimate. There's a lot of ways you can play games. I don't think I'm good at games. I don't think I'm good at Smash Bros. I need to say that. Because the Wolf comments were all over the place, but there were a lot of negative ones. And, like, understandable. I suck at Wolf. I went on a rant about it. I went on a rant about losing my mind. But at the same time, it's fine. We can probably get that one. We can probably get that one from outside, right? I'm gonna choose to believe we can do that. But indeed, and also I kind of wanted to do it because I had an idea. It all started because I had an idea for a King Dedede that was really slow, but like unstoppable. And I don't know why I thought the name Brisk would be funny. Like, I was thinking like something that like implied cold, like a glacier. I wanted to like be like a mighty glacier. Like, honestly, I wish you could add more like effects to your amiibo fighters, because I would just love to have them like exude a cold aura. Like there needs to be a freezing version of the spicy like chili, not chili, curry, spicy curry. You know, it makes you spit fire in Smash Bros. There needs to be like an ice version of that where you just like freeze things around you. I feel like there won't be because ice is a pretty OP effect in Smash Bros, but I can dream. We can dream. I mean, I could just leave this and just get rid of the ones that are going to be visible, but you know what? If they're going to be lost either way, we might as well just turn this entirely into stone, right? And then, how'd you guys enjoy Bigfoot Minecraft? I kind of enjoyed playing it, if I'm being honest. I'm not usually that into mods in general. So I did want to try out a Bigfoot mod. I've always wanted there to be a mob in Minecraft that was like Bigfoot. So it's a little sad that you have to go to mods to get that kind of it scratched, but it was neat. It wasn't really what I was expecting. Like, I was kind of expecting it to be a little more, I guess, stocky, where you'd kind of like just be, you'd hear noises randomly and you'd like look behind you and nothing would be there. Or you'd like just get randomly like a small attack, like something would like throw a rock at you. Or you'd like occasionally like see it off in the distance. And it doesn't seem like that's how it works at all, so it's kind of neat, I guess. I say it's kind of neat. That's really rude. Somebody put a lot of work into that mod. And we played it a bunch. Or at least like, what, 6 hours? 7 hours? Somewhere in there. We played it a fair amount. I'd actually like to keep playing it until we can manage to, If I say what my original vision was, just we'd kind of goof off until we got killed by Bigfoot. And seeing as that hasn't really happened, I'm a little disappointed. But at the same time, because Bigfoot's kind of got the whole he or she or it can break our stuff, I'd kind of like to go Onceler on his butt and just turn his entire forest into like a theme park. So that's the spoiler version of like, if we find time to play more of the Bigfoot Minecraft, then that's kind of the direction I want to take it in right now. That's how I'm feeling. Just a little bit of spite for poor old Bigfoot, you know? He may or may not deserve it, but considering all the dead bodies we keep finding, and all the poop everywhere, like, I don't know, I think Bigfoot's got it coming. I may not be the Lorax, and I may not speak for the trees, but I speak for myself, and I do as I please. That's kind of sociopathic, isn't it? Okay, so we do have... Dang. Okay, how do I want to do this? That's not looking too bad, though. Like, it could be. It's definitely very flat right now. Very flat, very mundane. But it's a floating block of whatever. Oh yeah, we got to do the thing. I remembered. I saw it. Yeah, hopefully if you watch my Minecraft content, hopefully you enjoyed the brief interlude of Oh, that's such a dumb name. Like, the Mario Minecraft stuff was just supposed to be the reason it's called Minecraft Interlude was because when I first started recording Minecraft, I was playing on my Switch and I called it old-timey Minecraft. But the filters I use only really work the way they work. On my old... No, why'd I do that? Why? Me? Stop. Why can't I use the chest? Okay, it's probably just... Alright, I'm just dumb. I'm just a dumb guy. Let's make another chest, I guess. That's a good use of my time. Okay, losing my mind. Been up too late. Gosh darn it, stop doing. Thank you. Nothing's ideal, but that's better than what we could have. Okay. Just making sure we get rid of everything. Hooray. Where are my carrots? There we go. And then we are gonna want a fair amount of stone probably, and we are gonna want that. And once again, we're gonna want some of that. So then. Actually, you know what? No, this is dumb. Like, we kind of just want to be lined up completely there. This is also really stupid. I'm not entirely happy with this idea. But as long as we don't fall through or fall off, it's gonna be fine. And there's the void, and we are... I wonder, is this still... Okay, cool. And there we go. We have reached... I mean, it's a little silly to my... I know there's probably blocks, but I feel like it is a bit silly. And I don't know if we are too far underneath, so I guess we'll see. I mean, worst case scenario, we have to jump around, right? We have to make some scaffolding. We have to sacrifice a whole thing of stone, I guess, you know. We're almost there. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm happy to be back. Hopefully we can stay... Hopefully we can just keep doing stuff. Doing fun things, you know? That would be what I want to see done. So the real question is... How much do I goof with this, you know? I guess is the question. Okay, so we went all the way to the edge of the world. Wonderful. And that's about as far as we can go from there. Okay. Yeah, we can go a little further. Cool, cool. So I might actually have to go back up and get more wood. That's fine. That's life. And heck, just having it be a little less flat is good enough. Like, we don't have to have it be like a floating reverse spire or anything. It can just be its own little whatever, you know? It's fine. However it wants to be, that's good enough, right? Yeah, back to the ticks. I really hope I don't end up with any, like, tick-related disease. That would definitely throw a wrench into my own plans. But at the same time, if it happens, it happens. What can you do? Like, I'm surprised. I'm definitely surprised that I've seen a few of them. Somebody who usually doesn't, like, that's a bit surprising. Okay, I am also losing my mind here. Not really what I wanted to do, but acceptable for now, I guess. It's not the worst thing. And then watch us as we... Honestly, you know what? The best way to deal with this, personally, would be to not even try to mine it, just burn it. Just burn the the whatever. Let it be its own thing. I no longer care. I want to be done with it. Not exactly a mature way to be, but you know what? That's why we brought all the extra wood. So we wouldn't have to deal with it as we have to deal with it, you know? And then don't look at that guy. Probably doesn't matter, but you never know. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it do matter. And then we do have stone. My thinking would be we get our way back up there and then grab more wood, and I don't know if we need more stone. I mean, we are going to want more stone. We're going to want to place a lot more stone. Like maybe a second layer there and then do a smaller layer. Yeah, I think that would work. And then let's see. Another thing we're probably going to want to do is revamp the bridge so it's not a flat one. And then we can control like where the height of the height of the stuff is, you know. We can, if we have it be curved, then we can, if we make the island taller, if we add like dirt to the top, then it doesn't matter so much. So we're gonna revamp the bridge at some point too. For now, it's fine. It's a waste of wood, definitely, but everything's a waste of something. It's kind of a horrible thing to say. Now that I'm thinking about it, like maybe that's just a justification I use to continue persisting as a consumerist in a finite world where we can't really afford to make infinite numbers of anything. Oh no, it's not that deep. Don't worry about it. So we did Alright, so we need this one moved. As much as I'd like to keep this, I also don't want to like fall in a hole and perish, you know? It's not really on my bingo book of things I want to get done. You know, I don't want to be a part of that. Really. There we go. I've still got a fair amount of end stone, so that's cool. Yeah, that's probably fine. And if it's not, then we'll make it okay. We'll make it be fine. And if the only thing we manage to get done is the rough stone, whatever of our island, I guess that's okay. I was kind of hoping we'd have the entire island done, but you know, it's not that hard to turn this into something better. So in many ways, it's okay, I guess. And then we are gonna wanna use some wood and get some whatevers. So that we can keep placing stone everywhere. I get it. I understand. I know what I'm doing. I'm here for it. We're gonna burn this whole thing down anyway. That's fine. Concerned about wastefulness, still wastes a lot of materials doing garbage stuff. Enemy of the world, Luppi rests. Heck yeah. Can I... Gosh darn you. Thanks, game. Thank you indeed. Oh yeah. I'm still thinking about the thing I said about the clam knife. Like, please understand that that is just a horribly macabre joke. The clam knife is just there it's a curiosity. It is not intended as a weapon, either against myself or others. I actually don't know how sharp it is. It's been used as a crutch tool whenever I need to pry stuff open. So it's probably not even sharp enough to hurt people. It doesn't even have an edge. Like, it's just a dumb metal stick. But I do like to think about how cool it would be to be an RPG hero wielding a clam knife. Oh, that's a build you get ended immediately. Doesn't matter. Goblin, orc, everything's just ending you at that point. But yeah, thoughts of self-harm are definitely serious things though. If you are a person who is prone to that, I'm sorry if this is a triggering thing to talk about. And I'm also kind of grossed out by how casually I brought up the subject. Like, it is something that needs to be taken very seriously. We only get one life, and it really sucks that there are people who are very dedicated to making sure other people don't get to enjoy theirs as much, you know? It'd be really cool if we could just understand that we're all kind of trapped on this bitch up a rock together. And it would be really nice if we could just work together and try to make it a good time. You can't always help people have a good time, but you know, it's better to put the effort in and also learn how to respect other people's boundaries as well than to just demand everybody marches to the beat of your own drum. I don't know. Does that make sense? Am I just still putting my foot in my mouth? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Just don't hurt yourself. And I won't hurt myself either. I don't like pain. I mean, some pains are kind of nice, like when you haven't flossed your teeth in a while. Like that's a good feeling. Although I'm always really grossed out by like if I start bleeding while flossing, that does quickly gross me out. That ruins it. That ruins it for me, yeah. I'm fine with the pain, but not with the blood. Weird. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're all weird in our own ways. Okay, that's directly... We can grab that one. Okay. Uh-oh, we're hearing boss music. Super Mario 64, boss music. Not like it matters, but you know, it is very nice to hear. I mean, as a kid it wasn't. Like, that was always very stressful. How many times have I harassed horribly to iRock? Or any of the other random made up for Super Mario 64 enemies. Okay, I think we can do... I don't know, it's okay. It's not perfect. And my sister did get me watching a new anime called The Apothecary Diaries. I don't know, it's pretty enjoyable. I don't know if I'd say it's like super great or super bad. Like, it is nice to have a period piece that isn't like entirely based on like people with swords or, you know, overly, how do I want to say this? Overly like nationalistic. Like, it's nice to just have something be like, yeah, this is set in the past of this country. We're not gonna dwell about things too much. We're just gonna, it's just the setting. Don't get weird about it, guys. Only you can choose whether or not you get weird about things. And like, some things people should get weird about and still be weird about. Like, there are tons of countries that, my own included, you know, the United States, that have done some pretty messed up things at various points in their history. And I can definitely agree with the sentiment that maybe we shouldn't, as citizens of said countries, we shouldn't let our countries get away with that, you know? And I know there's a lot of kind of arguing, I guess we could say, about what would be, whether that is appropriate or whether that's the best way to deal with stuff. Like, you know, there's definitely some weight to the idea that, like, if it happened in the past, just let it be in the past. I get that. But at the same time, like, you know, what's that thing they say? If you don't learn from history, you're doomed to repeat it. And I know those are just words people use, so it's not like that's a gotcha or anything, but it is still something to consider, maybe. A little bit. Okay, can we get a thing right there? Yeah. Well, we completely ignore me getting on my high horse about stuff. I know, I'm enjoying it. And I say this as someone who doesn't really care too much about the whole jingoistic parts of, like, foreign policy, I guess you could say. I don't really care about whether or not a country is my country's enemy, barring if they're doing, like, if you're doing shitty shit now, like, yeah, that sucks, like, stop it. Looking at every country that hacks other countries, my own included, like, maybe we could just stop doing that. And I know, like, yeah, ideally we would, but in practice, like, as long as one person, one country, one group of people is willing to be shitty, then kind of everybody also has to be shitty so they don't get shit on. Like, I get it. I get it. I'm not stupid. I mean, I am, but, like, I understand that much at least. But it would be really nice if we could just put our energies elsewhere, you know? Why? Why do we have to insist upon the garbage we do? Am I gonna go back and grab a thing? I don't have to. Because it's not like it's gonna hurt anything. And like this, I guess that's kind of my big thing about why it's dumb to build in the end is like, yeah, you get situations where like these guys are all up in your stuff. Okay. I guess the trick for that would be just don't let them get close, I guess. And light things up, maybe? Is that a... Let's make fencing while I'm thinking about it. Well, I'm thinking about it. Let's make some fencing. So I don't have to accidentally... There we go. I don't know if that's enough, but I hope it is. Oh, and you know what? It's really dumb to make fencing because, yeah, I was talking about getting rid of the bridge. That's right. Dang. Well, my heart was in the right place. So, what are we going to do now? Well, I mean, we could grab more stone and continue filling this up with stone, I guess. Filling it out. And then we'll probably call it quits as we approach 2 hours in, but it'll depend. Whatever we get done. But yeah, probably as we get closer to the 2 hour mark, we will probably call it there. But we'll see. Who knows? Maybe we won't. I'm just doing this because I want to. And then... This is literally up against the... Okay, you know what? We'll just endure that. It'll be fine. The butt of our little island will just be against the end of the world. Fascinating. Then like that. And look at that. We have slightly inflated how much space we have. And we didn't have to use up all those. Wait a second. Okay. That's two. Okay. Cool. And then, I guess... Honestly, there's a part that's like just... If we're gonna talk about... stuff like that anyways, we might as well just do a whole layer. It's like that anyways. And then we'll start adding our... I really appreciate that you guys can't touch the cobblestone. As far as I'm aware, they can't. We'll have to figure out a way to keep them away from this island before we start putting the dirt down. And I mean, we've got our ways. There's a lot of ways to deal with them, but I definitely have to read up on techniques a little more, I feel. I'm sure that there are people who have really good strats. Or maybe there are none, and maybe that's why nobody... I don't know. I don't really watch Minecraft content. I've always been more of a... I like playing Minecraft. And less... I like watching other people play Minecraft. I don't know. Like, I find it fascinating. Like, there's a lot of people who create, like, really cool things. Like, was Mumbo Jumbo and his walking machines. Like, those are cool. I don't really understand the mechanics of it all, but you don't really have to understand things to, like, understand that they're really cool. Like, there's always interesting stuff going on. It's gonna be a real dang shame whenever I'm no longer a part of this party. And I no longer get to... I guess, like, it won't matter to me at that point. Like, I'll be gone. Like, oh well, what the heck, right? But at the same time, like, it's a little bittersweet that we only get so much time on this Earth party. Being a meat computer trapped in a meat robot, hallucinating reality constantly, like, you know? It's a beautiful, tragic, bittersweet thing. At the same time, I don't know if I had more time, I don't know if I'd use it better, you know? Like, maybe you would. Maybe I would. But I don't think so. I think I just goof off. I think if I had more time, like obscenely more time than anybody else, I'd just probably goof off. There'd be no master plan. There'd be no real course correction on my life. It'd just be a lot of failed projects, a lot of things that we never got around to. More rooms. Oh goodness, I made a mistake. Okay, we want to respawn. That was a mistake. I don't know why I did that. That was bad. I wanted a Bernie thing, though. Do we have a Bernie thing? We do not, but we have a lot of flowers. So that's neat. And we do have a flint and steel. Hooray. Oh my god, I'm all the way here. Okay. Let us go back once again. And then I think next week we'll probably try to finish up this end island, and then we will probably go back to netherizing the area after that. So hopefully this has been interesting or fun or informative. I don't know. I feel like I had a lot of things I wanted to talk about, and some of it we have. We've talked about like Bigfoot Minecraft, and we've talked about why I was not able to fulfill my obligation of giving you guys sweet, sweet Mario Minecraft content for like 3 weeks in a row. But yeah. At this point, like, I haven't yawned, right? I haven't yawned? Have I? I don't know. But I am definitely feeling the tiredness. I look at my clock and it says it's 7:46 in the morning. Usually 5 in the morning's really late for recording Mario Minecraft, so we are not keeping on our time schedule very well. In my defense, YouTube's also been doing this weird thing where it wants to check every video I upload, like, for way longer than it used to. So I'm suffering this thing where, like, I'll upload 3 videos and it takes a little bit longer than usual to get through it all. which isn't really a problem for the Animal Crossing ones because it takes me a while just to like go through them and make sure there's no glitches and that I can write their descriptions of everything that happened, or like most of the stuff that happens. Like I'm just watching it through like, what is it, like the 30 speed or whatever. So we're just zooming through them. Okay. Where's my island? None of these guys are mad at me, right? I'm always paranoid. You never know. I dropped all my stuff, didn't I? Nope. Did it all. Nope. A lot of it's gone. Nope. A lot of it's here. Thank goodness we lost our pants. Though those might have broken before. So you know what? We'll take it. We will definitely call it a get. An adequate get. Alrighty. Wonderful. Simply wonderful. I'll take it. You know, I think the reason I punched him was because he was in the hole, and then... I don't know, I guess I'm just too used to it. I've been playing creative mode Minecraft as well lately, and I kind of wonder if that's kind of where the hitting a mob that's in a hole instinct comes in. Because you can do it with impunity. That's kind of how you have to when you're in creative mode. Whereas in the normal mode stuff, that's just... That's a bad idea. It's not a good idea at all. Okay, and now this time we will add a dumb little lip. A little into the back, and that's fine. And then what I need to do is we need to make this a little raised up. But I did want to maximize the amount of land we had. A little bit. That is not the right thing to be doing, friend. Boop, 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 boop. Come on, break, 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 break. And then we already, yeah, we already did. We already did the front, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Or maybe we already did the front and... Okay, yeah. Gotcha. I'll be a little happier once we get rid of that under bridge. I don't know if we're still going to need it. Or not. Considering that the back is... That's gonna be fine. I don't really know how I want to do this. Like, I don't know how much of this I want to actually have, like, raised up. On the one hand, that does reduce the amount of land we have available to us to do, like, our projects on. But at the same time, like, just having it be flat is kind of gross. Like, it's not ideal either way. Okay, so we need more stone. And then I think what we'll probably do, once we get the stone all set up, we'll probably try to do the upper bridge and get that set up, and then... Or maybe not. because we might want to wait until we get the dirt on, and then we can set it up better. All pretty like. Yeah, when I'm done with this, I gotta feed a cat. He's an outdoor cat, so I gotta fill up a little pail with food for him. I've been giving him the indoor cat's like leftover wet food, and he's been chowing down on that, so that's nice. It's nice that a cat actually appreciates I don't know, I feel like that's how it is though. Like the semi-feral cats always seem to enjoy food a lot more than the indoor cats. Like indoor cats are picky. But a cat that's been in a situation where like it doesn't know where like its food is gonna come from every day, like they are a little more gluttonous and a little less picky. And even cats that were like formerly indoors that have like escaped, like when they come back into the house, I feel like that's kind of a trend I've noticed. And I don't know if it's just cats I personally had, so it's not actually a real trend. It's just like, yeah, the ones you've had are, they realize they like eating. Good for them. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, he's been gaining weight back lately, so that's good too. That's always nice. It's always really concerning whenever a pet suddenly has like a significant weight loss. So I'm glad we're getting to the bottom of that, maybe. Okay. I do wanna fix this bridge. But I'm also, you know what, we forgot to grab torches. I wanted torches. I don't know if we have any, but there's something I wanted. And you know, since we do have some experience, but we don't have much. So you know, an easy way to go back and grab torches. Cause yeah, oh, my armor. I didn't take my armor off. Dang, that was actually really dumb. Not my armor. Oh well. Let's see, what was I thinking about though? We wanted torches, that's right, torches. Do we even have coal? Do I even have torches anywhere? Well, at least it's daytime, that's cool. I guess we'll see if we have coal at the at the other ship, and then if we don't, then this was a waste of time. If we do, then that's good. I say, walking by caves we could probably easily mine a little bit of coal from. Walking by areas with torches is sticking out of them. Why do we even need the overworld? We can just ignore the overworld from now on and just live in the nether. Not the nether, the end. Although making a nether cottage would be kind of cool too, I guess. It won't be something we do right now, but it would be a cool idea. For sure. And I guess we do have the wood and the stone to make a furnace and to I don't know, like there's options. It is always really nice though to like climb a mountain and then see like our little pirate ship in the distance. God, I love that. What a nice feeling. What a nice feeling. We're almost home. It's been so long. I just need a day where I just kind of goof off flying around this stupid ship. Or fishing. It's been a while since we've done any fishing, right? Just the sounds of our little buddies doing stuff. Okay, torches. Do we have anything torch-like? We've got a tripwire hook. That is not what I'm looking for. We got gunpowder. Everything you could want other than what you need. Hip hip hooray. We do have a crap ton of coal though, so that is good. Almost better than good. I feel like we took all our sticks, didn't we? Okay. And considering we're gonna be in the nether for a while. Wait, did we lose the freezing boots? Gosh darn it. I should have kept them. They were really cool. Dang. I just remembered we had the really cool freezing boots, didn't we? Well, that was a loss. Oh, we got more coal. Weird. Okay, I think that should be enough. We're heading back. Actually, do we have more wood? I feel like we should gather a little bit more wood. If we're just gonna throw it away, if we're just gonna waste it, we might as well have a few more pieces. Oh, it's raining. How cool. I love weather. What an auspicious thing to happen as we are 10 minutes until I want to say goodbye. Yeah, let's get to the end. Make some torches. Hopefully that'll make the ender buddies leave us alone. I don't think it will. I think they'll just keep spawning where it's dark and then they'll... Or they'll just keep spawning the entire way through, you know, the entire places. Their home, their playground, their waypoint, whatever it is. I don't know. What's the Minecraft lore? Although I did finally get around to watching the Minecraft movie in its entirety. I don't really have strong opinions about it. Like it was cute. It was neat. Yeah, it was cute. It was neat. I guess I'd be kind of interested to see if they do anything else, like Minecraft movie related, like if they do an animated movie in a different, like, Minecraft continuity. Like, I think Minecraft is so open-ended in so many ways where you could definitely get away with doing a lot of things and have them not be related at all. I don't know. I thought it was... I'm gonna be honest, it was way more put together than how I felt it would be from hearing about, like, just how messed up its development cycle was as a movie. Like, it just kept getting rewrites and pushed back and pushed around and whatever. Like, it was enjoyable. Is it like the definitive Minecraft experience? Of course not. But as a single Minecraft story that I also didn't have to pay for, like, movie tickets to see, like, yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. It may have justified my HBO Max subscription for that month. Come on. Oh, I can't swim because I don't have food. How could this be? Really? Is that how that works? I think that is. Dang. I should have grabbed food. We should have eaten something then. We don't have anything here to eat. Gosh darn it. We're gonna be looping around a few times. Cool, cool. Nope. Do we have anything to munch on here? I don't think so. It's just a lot of cute little plants. We have wheat, but only 2 pieces. And we got mushrooms, but we don't have anything. Oh, goodness. We got rotten flesh, but that's not good enough. Dang. You know, we really need to... We don't have any food. Why? That's tragic. This is a waste of time. Give me an apple. I don't think you're the right tree for that, but you know, I can pretend. Give me an apple. Can I borrow a feeling? Hey, cow, if I had any sort of weapon, I would actually hunt you down. But punching you would take too long, I'm pretty sure. And we're not barbarians here. It's not acceptable, it's not great, but you know, we're not barbarians. We don't need to punch things to death. Okay, we're gonna rob the village we're coming across. I think that's what I'm thinking. Because we're running out of satiate food points. Hunger is dropping. Whatever you want to call it. Cool. What a way to be. Locking people in here. Hey guys, how's it going? Been a while. My villager friends. How are you doing in this weird place that I've trapped you in? Okay, and that should be more than enough at this point. We're still gonna just keep doing this, but it's fine. Next week, we will continue working on this island. We will hopefully not lose any more valuable clothing items. I can't believe I remembered the boots after we already did the horrible thing and got rid of the boots. Do any of you have a... You don't. Okay. I was hoping you'd have a crafting... Oh, there's 3 of you now. Okay. Hope I'm not interrupting. What do I need? I need bread. And you know what? You guys can keep... Can you get off the chest, please? You don't need to be on the chest. You don't... Gosh darn it. Can you please move? Maybe if it's daytime, you will figure out that there's better things to do than just hang out in here. I guess not. Oh, okay. You didn't want to move while I was watching you. Alright. I gotcha. I understand. I too am freaked out when people watch me. It's understandable. Okay, that was dumb, but you know what? We can make it work. And then which way would be the best way to get down? I'm thinking you are my new ladder. Cool, cool. And then where is our end portal? Not quite over there. But it's somewhere in here, I feel. Yeah, somewhere in here. Yep. Yep. We should really make it like an outpost where we should really just make an outpost over this thing. A nice stone outpost that raises up above all else. That'd be really cool. I'd appreciate that. I would like that. Alrighty then. I'm nearing the end of my patience. We are ending near the end of our little playthrough for today. Okay, we have food, we are full, we can move around fast. Who knew that was something that could happen? I'm sure everybody else was like, well, you're planning to get into the thing without any items to kill an Enderman. And... oh, there we go, yawned. Dang. I was hoping we'd get through the whole thing without a little bit of a yawn. Come on. Alrighty. I can see my island from here. Okay. And there's even more stilt guys. Goodness gracious. Okay, let's stick some of this stuff. And then... there we go. Actually, there we go. Many stacks as we can muster. And then I do want to see... oh, heck yeah. That is way better. Who knew we could make the end feel like home? I mean, we aren't, but we definitely need to do something to keep them from spawning willy-nilly. Let them walk across the bridge if they have to. No more spawning on these lands. No siree, Bob. Alright, cool. And then, honestly, it's kind of dumb to put the torches, because you know what we could have done? We could just use water buckets to, like, get rid of them. Maybe. I don't know. That's not really why I brought the water buckets, but, yeah, let's use one that's not going to break immediately. There we go. We don't even need multiple. I mean, we needed at least two, but... Oh, hey, and they're gone. Beautiful. That's all I wanted. Okay. So then... It is getting time to call it a day, though. Unfortunately. Well, that's one that fell. Cool, cool. I want to do is I want to see if we can't... There we go. Because I want... all of that stuff to just, spread out even more. Hooray. Claiming even more land for ourselves. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain, isn't it? Getting onto those. Well, maybe not. Not ideal, but you know what? We'll take what we can get. Come on. Good enough, I guess. Gonna be using a little more dirt than I would have liked. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, this is gonna be the start of our End Island cottage, I guess. I don't know why we're doing it, but I thought about it, and it seemed like a neat idea. It seemed like a cute idea at the time. I didn't know all the ways it could go wrong. I mean, I knew. We all should know all the ways doing anything in the end can go awry. That's just the way the end is. That's why it's called the end. It's often the end of your life. I mean, that's not why they call it the end, but, you know, whatever. It's fine. Come on. There we go. Please don't tell me we're gonna use up all our dirt. Just making... I mean, as long as this thing gets covered in dirt, that's fine, right? Okay, so that's the, the entirety of the, part of the outer part. Still have this side to go, don't we? Okay. You know what? Not even gonna mind. It's fine. However we gotta do it, right? However it's gotta get done. Having 1 or 2 extra ones per thing isn't a big deal. Can I get something? There we go. And there are a lot of other things that happened over the last 2 or 3 weeks that I was really hoping to talk about. Like, you know, the whole kerfuffle with MasterCard and Visa forcing Steam and itch to stop having certain kinds of games on their sites. Like, that's a pretty big thing. As somebody who's lived through the Satanic Panic, though, like, it's not that unexpected. Like, there's always some group of people willing to lie to ruin everybody else's fun. And I am definitely referring to a Collective Sout, the group of Australian moms who just don't think you have the right or the privilege to describe what kind of media you want to consume. And believe they have the right and privilege to dictate that. Which is gross. That always ticks me off. When other people just have to yuck somebody's yum, you know? Like, it's one thing to think, to get weirded out or offended by somebody's, like, choice of, like, how to play Smash Bros, like, what settings they use. It's another thing entirely to say, like, yeah, there shouldn't be any depictions of, like, gay people in media. Or there shouldn't be, like, violent media in general. Especially if kids are getting hurt in media that's fictional. That's not allowed. Which, I mean, it's kind of understandable, like, morally. I can definitely understand an argument that, like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have media where, you know, children are victimized. I can definitely agree with that. That actually does jive with me. But at the same time, making that kind of, like, a de facto rule or law without actually making it a proper law and having it affect people from multiple countries that don't even, I don't know, it's very frustrating. But I think we've just entered a new, like, censorship era. And, like, people always want to make it sound like censorship comes from the left or right, but, like, it comes from people who are just assholes. And some forms of censorship, like, I know nobody wants to hear this, are good for society, but at the same time, it's one of those things where who do you trust to make those calls for, like, the society you want? And, like, you'd hope that it would be people who are, like, having review boards and hearing out community members. But oftentimes, it's just some person with a bug up their butt who has the time to, like, delete stuff from libraries or databases. So, I don't know. I'm not anti-censorship, but I'm also not, like, pro getting rid of the stuff I dislike. Like, I acknowledge that there are definitely ideas and viewpoints and words that are just too negative, or not even negative, that are just harmful to society. But at the same time, like, I don't know, man, we live in a world where we allow do you know how many gambling ads you see on YouTube? Like, or Disney Plus. It's really rich that you have these companies that want to keep their brands, like, family friendly and safe, that get money from companies and organizations that are literal poison on the human existence. And that's my rant. I tried not to make it too political. I tried to steer it more into a, like, why do we allow gambling and alcohol when well, they're good for people who like to party, you prude. And it's like, I guess, but also, like, I don't know. That doesn't really seem like a good thing you're saying. It's barely an excuse. It's just I don't know. I guess I should have sent a poet to write this rant. I'm just making it up on the cuff. And it's falling short. It's not a debate argument. It's just me kind of ranting about Collective Sout and musing how, you know, it's not really that different than the concerned parents back in the 90s and 80s who tried to ban D&D and said Harry Potter was satanic and Pokemon's evil. Like, I don't know, it's always the same kind of weirdos who don't engage with media and aren't happy about everything and are paranoid about, like, how they're gonna be screwed over and not allowed into heaven because they looked at a movie poster and now they're going to hell. Like, and that's for the people who actually believe There's tons of people who are happy to use Christianity or whatever religion, whatever beliefs, whatever ideas, in order to further their own goals of like exerting a very small amount of power, which is absurd. Why do you need to exert that small amount of power? Why do you crave it? And I mean, as somebody who also goes mad with like relatively small amounts of power, I get it. Like there's always people who need to be shown their place. There's always people who deserve to be written up or fired or like deserve a boot to the head or a kick in the pants. And you can't do that kind of stuff in real life. If you go aggressive, if you go sicko mode on people, if you just tell them the business, like you're the bad guy. And it's very, and I understand the people who get sick and tired of that and just want everything to be the way it should. But again, like, who gets to decide what is right for everybody? And is it possible to have something that's right for everybody? The world's big. Maybe we need to have bigger ideas, you know? Bigger feelings about things. Well, now we have a very well lit up piece of dirt. Hooray. And I still have a fair amount of torches. I hope nothing spawns on my lit up piece of dirt for a while. Okay, so that is... And this is Mario Minecraft. We played it about as long as I was expecting to. I'm glad we didn't fall asleep this time. That would have been really embarrassing the first time back. In 3 weeks, we did not take a nap that entire time. We had just been up. And that's our little island. I'm sure it'll look better once we have a proper bridge and once we get rid of all that wood scaffolding. I don't know, it'd be kind of nice to run some scaffolding around and like get some more stone so it doesn't look so flat there. But it could be cool to like just kind of get that whole like first half like covered in dirt maybe. We used more dirt than I thought we would. And it might be cool to have some like dirt outcroppings that don't have stone on them. So we can kind of expand how much space we've got. Like, I don't know, I didn't want this to be too big. I wanted this to be a pretty quick project. But at the same time, like, I don't know. Let's also do a thing called You Are Coming With Me. Assuming I don't fall off. That would be really sad. To waste our one grass block. There we go. And that's gonna make it feel a lot like home in a few days. And that's all our dirt. So we only have the 24 pieces. Okay, that's cool. You know what we could do too? We could like add endstone to like random parts of it and make it look like we built an island and consumed like an end island. That could be neat. Yeah, next time we're gonna fix up the bridge, get rid of the scaffolding, do some more touch-up stuff. We might see if we have more dirt. I know we do have more dirt in the overworld, so we might make this a little less uniform and have like just parts that are like dirt off-croppings. I don't know. And maybe we'll keep the scaffolding for that so we can... I don't know, the scaffolding's really low at this point. But yeah, we'll figure it out as we go. This was a nice little side project though. It'll be nice to have a... I mean, it's not like we're ever gonna come back here. Once we get this thing built, it's just gonna be a nice little thing we did. A nice little memory. A place to get away. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Assuming there is a next time. Ooh. No, there will be. There should be. I'll try to be more on top of things going forward. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for putting up with me. I appreciate it. Bye.